experience. As you can see, Paula is still not here, but look who's in her place. It's Lahre. And we also have Reverend Donna Apidone in the house giving the talk today. It's going to be an amazing Sunday, and everyone is welcome here. And so are you ready to sing about it? Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm meant to be. In the right place. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Good morning to those live streaming. You're in the right place at the right time. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Your soul, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. That your soul is so welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here now. My soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome right here, right now.
Good morning, Spiritual Life Center. Your soul is welcome here. Your heart is welcome here. Your mind is welcome here. All of your body parts, they're all welcome here. Yeah. So I'm Heather Estay, and this is Reverend Deborah Phillips. And it is our honor to welcome you in the name of all that is sacred, all that is holy, all that is special and beautiful, and in the warm and loving spirit of this ministry, Spiritual Life Center. You and your energy are unique, and your showing up today makes a difference to the whole service, to the music, to the talk, to everything. I know. See how special? So special. Yeah? So whether you're here for the first time, or whether you're really an old timer who tuned into a minister who shows up and leaves his cell phone on, either way, even if you're online joining this crazy group, you didn't show up by accident despite appearances. You showed up by
divine appointment.
Yes, you did. Thank you for keeping your appointment. And as Tony has shown you, Reverend Tony has shown you, having your cell phone on during the service is probably not a good idea. So if you could pull it out right now, turn it off for us. Thank you.
And as we are turning off to that outside world and we bring ourselves fully and completely into this room, into our own heart centers, we know that we have come together today in love and light and joy to experience all that we have to offer today and to share and to just walk in love and peace and really experience that oneness that we all know is the only thing that really is. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. Thank you. So today is special because we have our speaker, Donna Apidone, my buddy. Woohoo. So I have known Donna for a long time. In fact, she and I did our orientation for new membership for SLC over 15 years ago together. And we were on the board together. And we've done some other things together that I'm not going to tell you about. And hopefully she won't either. So, I know. She wants a little money now. Okay, so even if you don't know Donna personally, you probably will recognize her smooth, soothing voice. It's the one that you commute to every morning on Capital Public Radio. She's been with Capital Public Radio for 20 years. She's awesome on that. But she has multiple talents. She's an ordained interfaith minister. She has written a book. She teaches workshops and seminars. She's a sought-after speaker and MC. She also does animal rescue, which I think is very special. And if you catch the Nutcracker, she'll be on stage in her hooped skirt every year. But probably what's most important to us this morning about Donna is what she's here to share. And that she's chosen to help people live a life based on the courage of our convictions, the grace of our expression, and the wisdom of our decisions. So please help me and welcome Donna Apidone. And she told a story between services that the outfit she's wearing today she bought over 11 years ago just so she could speak at SLC. Yay. It's taken 11 years, but she got here. Yeah. So you can still register for her course Transformation, which is an awesome transformative course. It's a 5-week course, but as Donna says, you do not need to show up all 5 weeks to get some real good wisdom and to turn your life around. You can still sign up in the courtyard. Also, her book, it comes with the class, but it's also for sale out in the courtyard if you're not able to attend the class.
And I think that, let's see.
Birthdays.
Birthday, August
Donna's
birthday.
Birthday. Daniel's birthday. John's birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
It's a wild August group.
Whee! And so, as we have been doing for a while now, we've been saying the unity principles together, the 5 principles together. And I'm getting feedback from people who are saying that they really like it because it's helping them understand what we teach. It also helps them explain to other people when someone says, "What's that you're doing over there?" They can explain it. And then anybody who's new, it's like, that's what we do. So let's say these together. God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action. And one of the next actions you can take, of course, is come to the Wednesday Wow. This week is our Afro-Caribbean drumming circle with Dominic Garcia. And then for those of you who think drumming is maybe a little too enthusiastic for them, it is the best, but some of us just, never mind.
Some of them have no rhythm, John. That's why they...
That's it. Those of us with no rhythm. Anyway, over in the chapel, there is a spiritual exploration discussion group that I facilitate. And the salad is at 6, and the drumming and the group start at 7. Renee Jenkins, how many people tried to come? Okay, he was in a car accident. He's okay. He's okay. But he was not able to come. And so I called him and I talked to him and I said, how about September 25th? So he'll be back. we will have more information on that as we move along.
And now RJ is here to tell us about the Mystic Cafe.
Hi, everybody. So the Mystic Cafe is on Friday, September 6th. It's all about Japan. We're going to have a lovely courtyard reception with Japanese finger foods and appetizers, and then everyone comes into the Mystic Cabaret setting here for about 100 people. And we have 5 or 6 costume changes, Japanese dance, there'll be esoteric dance, bohemian, a Japanese belly dance. It's going to be some traditional dancing. There's going to be taiko drums, flute, string ensemble, the Edo ensemble. So it's really going to be a magical evening. Paula Mandela has put together a great program. And we'd like to thank everyone who has purchased a ticket. And we'd also like to thank our generous sponsors who have helped Spiritual Life Center transform lives. Our first sponsor is Africa Hope Fund. And we have Heather here is on the board of trustees of the Africa Hope Fund. And Africa Hope Fund started a long time ago in the beginning days of Spiritual Life Center. Steve Kuhn and Carol Van Bruggen wanted to bring solar-powered flashlights to Africa. When they got to Africa, they saw a big need, and they really wanted to step into service. So since then, they have built 3 or 4 classrooms. They've built a school from the ground up. They got involved in anti-poaching and conservation efforts, and they've really made a big difference in transforming lives. And the reason they're donating to Spiritual Life Center is that they know that when we transform lives here in Sacramento, we transform lives around the world. So let's thank Africa Hope Fund. Our next generous sponsor is a member of our choir. That face looks familiar. He's also part of the community giving team, Don Sykes. He's a Medicare supplemental insurance and Medi-Cal specialist. If you have any of those needs, please see Don Sykes. He's glad to also sponsor the Mystic Cafe. And finally, we'd like to thank Robin DeLong. Robin DeLong is one of the leading real estate agents in the entire Sacramento Valley, a top producer. And you never know when you have a real estate need or you just want to ask her a question because she's got a wealth of knowledge. And she's also just launched a website about grieving the loss of a loved one, and that website is a very beautiful website. Talk to Robin about that as well. But let's thank Robin DeLong. She has been with us for many Mystic Cafes. Okay, so we have 5 tickets left for the Mystic Cafe. And those who would like a ticket, meet me in the corner over by the cashier table, and we're going to draw your name and put it in a little hat. And if there's more than 5 of you, which I suspect there might be, and then we're going to draw some names, and then that's how we're going to decide the last 5 tickets. But I will say that usually 5 or 6 people call during the month before a Mystic Cafe and have to cancel and not be able to attend. So for those of you who don't get a ticket, I highly recommend getting your name on our waiting list, and we do have a waiting list sign up out there. So smile if you love the Mystic. Smile if you want a ticket. There'll be no clouds in the sky if you try. So let's smile for the entertainment. Smile for peace and contentment. You know the Mystic is worthwhile, so try and smile.
So every year in September, Unity celebrates the World Day of Prayer, and we have a special service that is led by our chaplains. And here is Sherry Rain, director of our chaplain program, to tell us all about it.
Well, thank you. So this is one of my favorite seasons, when our prayer tree magically appears in the courtyard. And we are collecting prayers, and you will find in your order of service some slips, and I invite you to write your prayers on these slips. You can submit 1 prayer, you can submit 100 prayers. We are collecting them all, and it is just marvelous to watch the tree blossom with all of the prayers of our community. And our World Day of Prayer service is on Wednesday, September 11th. obviously a day that needs our prayers. And so we are honored to be holding the world in prayer that day. And the chaplains will take your prayers and pray over them throughout the next 6 weeks. We pray over them at that service, and then we also send the prayers to Silent Unity, where they are held in prayer for another 30 days. So anything that is on your heart is boosted immensely during this process. And we also invite you to join us for that service, for a time of community, prayer, and wonderful music. We are blessed to have my sweetie, Michael Dean Rogers, joining us to share his gift of music. And also this year, we are doubly blessed to have Cameron Lawson joining us as well. So we look forward to seeing you, and please add your prayers to our prayer tree. Thank you.
Okay, so we have coming up an awesome concert. It's a unity concert, and what it is, it's a benefit for Habitat for Humanity for the Build for Unity project in 2019. So there'll be voices from all kinds of faith communities. Some of our SLCers will be there performing. It's a great time for family, and there are 2 shows. So please go ahead and reserve your tickets, which are free, at habitatgreatersac.org. Last year sold out with its free tickets, so please go online soon and get yours.
And there is more information in insert in your bulletin. Faith in Action is coming up in October, but obviously we need the home hosts and facilitators to sign up this month so that then we can have participants sign up next month. If you've been a home host or facilitator before, you know how it works. If you're new to it, we do have an insert that explains some of it, and if you have any questions, you can come ask me. So you can sign up online, and if you are electronically challenged, we can help you, but mostly just go to the website, and we have a Faith in Action page. That's what it is, it's a page. And you can go there, and you can sign up for that.
And for those of you who have not done it before, it's really fun. But I'd suggest you sign up as a facilitator, not a home host, because you don't have to vacuum if you're a facilitator. That's my... And now we have Janee, who's going to give us an update on Youth Ed.
Thank you. Well, good morning. I just want to give you a warm welcome from all of us in Youth Ed. I come up here every month, and every month I say, I can't believe I'm already up here again. It's already August, and a lot of our kids are already starting back to school, and we'll be going back to school throughout this month of August, and they'll be connecting with old friends and making new friends. And we are continuing our Children on the Quest series, and so our theme for August is creating friendship. We'll be taking a look at how friends support each other and how we choose friends who see the best in us, and how caring friends can help us to feel better about ourselves and to feel good. So we will be exploring the many facets of friendship with God and with each other here at Spiritual Life Center. So I want to also thank you, all of you who came out and got fingerprinted last month. We had just a huge success with that, and we have been holding interviews for our nursery. We have a couple of new people starting in our nursery. We've been trying to manage the nursery with our resources, and we've done a pretty good job. But now we'll have dedicated nursery staff, and I'm just thrilled about adding them to our team. And we're going to officially, we're still manning the nursery, but we're going to officially start with 2 new folks on the 18th of August. So I'm just really pleased about that, and thank you all for your help with that. One other thing is our Feather of Freedom Family Camp is also happening in August. It's happening the weekend of August 16th through the 18th. And Lori Story Vila partners with SLC to offer just an amazing, fun event in the beautiful Sierras for families. And we do have a few cabins left. So if you're interested in getting in on that, please come to our website, www.slc.org, slcworld.org, and on our Youth Ed webpage, you can find the registration for that camp. So please do that if your heart is calling you to that. And the end of this month, on Saturday, September the 31st, we're going to have a Youth Ed Summer Fun Day here at Spiritual Life Center for our kids. What did I say? Did I really? Thank you. Geez, it's funny how that works. Thank you. So the end of August, on the 31st of August, which is a Saturday, we're going to have a Summer Fun Day here with our kids to tie-dye and sing and connect and play games. And if you have kids and you'd like to join us in that, we have a sign-up sheet at the Youth Ed table today. And we'd love to have you sign them up. It's just a fun day. We're just going to really play together and enjoy each other. And if you are interested in joining our Youth Ed or nursery team, please come and talk to me. We'd love to have you join our team, and I just want to thank you all for your continued love and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Janee. So that was a lot of stuff to remember, and there's a lot of stuff we didn't get to talk about. So please look in your bulletins and check out all the activities we've got going, and also go to slcworld.org and find out all the ways you can connect with this community. And now I'd like to introduce some of the people, our ambassadors, our board of trustees that are here, and our prayer chaplains, if you'd please stand. So our ambassadors wear those rainbow ribbons, and they're the chipper, cheerful people who can introduce you to what this community is about and give you information on places that you might want to connect. So please access them. Our board of trustees wear the purple ribbons on their name tags when they remember to bring them. They're the people who guide this community, the business of this community, and they make sure that our community stays viable and sustainable for the future. So thank you, board members. And now our prayer chaplains. These are very special souls who have dedicated at least a year of their lives to holding this whole community in sacred space. And they're here to hold you in that same sacred space. So please access them after the service. Go out and have a personal prayer with them. They're awesome at that. Whether it's for your joys or your challenges, they're available to you right after the service. So thank you, chaplains.
If you're here for the very first time, in a moment, we're going to ask you to raise your hand. But first, we just want you to know that there are so many ways to become connected here at SLC. We'll be giving you a card, and on that card, you can mark the different, or see the different things that you might be interested in. And then you can either put it in the offering basket, or the best way is to take it out to the welcome table right around the corner outside the door, because if you take it out there, they will give you a gift. And if your card is especially legible, they might even give you a really special gift.
So now, if you're here for the very first time, get brave and raise your hand right now and just hold it up. Anybody here for the first time? He's put, hi, welcome. and happy birthday for August, right? Congratulations, yeah. So if you will wear that magic purple ribbon that we just gave you, and if you just put it over your heart, then we can give you a special SLC welcome when we see you out there. All right, thank you for being with us. You're welcome. So now it's time to stand up, greet our newcomer, and to greet each other and say, "You're just marvelous, darling."
invite you to stay standing and join us in singing our group song, Stand by Karen Drucker. For years I would talk about how I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. That's when I finally realized that I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking I could change my life, and that's how I could change the world. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. Please be seated. And as a community, we have taken on doing the Q process, living with nothing and no one against us. And let's see if I can get this right. Because we want to grow up, clean up, wake up and show up. I think it might be wake up, grow up, clean up, show up.
That's better than what I would have said, so.
Any order, that is what we're up to. And I am inviting you to please read the cue card with us together. Please have compassion for us when we are being not enough, distrusting, grieving, blaming, powerless, fearful, because this is who we have come here to be, inspired, in integrity, joy-filled, compassionate, unstoppable, generous, transformational. And now let's weave all of that into our mission statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions, weaving ancient spiritual traditions With emerging wisdom, we cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet. And now I invite you to take a nice deep breath and settle into your chair as we move into the contemplative portion of the service. Please join us in singing our meditation chant in preparation for meditation. Showers of grace.
Take two.
Showers of grace, endless ocean of joy, pour into you, into me. Washed in pure love, the sacred heart reveals, humbly to serve the supreme. As a bird sings, as the grass grows, as a dewdrop gleams, all of nature knows. Showers of grace, endless ocean of joy, pour into you, into me. Washed in pure love, the sacred heart reveals, humbly to serve the supreme. As the bird sings, as the grass grows, as the dewdrop gleams, all of nature knows. Showers of grace, endless ocean of joy, pour into you, into me. Washed in pure love, the sacred heart reveals, humbly to serve the supreme.
As we move into our time of meditation, let's breathe together. Breathing in and breathing out. Showers of grace, endless ocean of joy, pour into you, into me. Showers of grace, pour into me. Breathe that in, opening to receive, opening wide to receive the endless ocean of joy that is pouring into you right here, right now. Just breathe that in. With each breath, relaxing. With each breath, softening your entire being, softening into the love that you are. In every moment, your Creator, your God, is pouring into you. Every cell renewed, every cell radiating light and the love that you are, the love that you already are. Feel this love vibrating in every cell of your being. God's gift to you is discovering and knowing this love that you are. Your gift to God is being this love and bringing this love that you are into everything that you do. Every person you meet, every situation, you meet heart first. Feeling presence before we act or speak. You are how God blesses the world. You. God loves the world through your hands and your heart, and through my hands and my heart. We have been given these hands to reach out to our world with our unique gifts. And we all have gifts. Whether our gifts are big or small, God will use them to bring love into form. The gift of a smile, or a hug, or a kind deed. And I can know what's mine to love by who and what God has placed before me. No judgment. If I see it, it's mine to love. All of it. Through loving, we can be the change that we want to see in the world. Pour into me, God, and pour through me, through my hands, through my heart, through my entire being, unimpeded. Use me to be your love in all that I do and all that I bring into this beautiful world. As I relax into love and allow love to move through me freely, my world comes into balance. Miracles abound. As we take a moment in the silence, rest here in the love that you are. Here we are, God. Love through us. And let's love recklessly, my friends. And so it is. Amen.
Take all of your wasted honor, every little past frustration. Take all of your so-called problems, or better put them in quotations. Say what you mean to say, say what you need to say. 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 Walking like a one-man army, fighting with the shadows in your head, living out the same old moments, knowing you'd be better off instead if you could only say what you need to say. 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 Have no fear for giving in. Have no fear for giving over.
Giving over.
You better know that in the end, it's better to say too much than never to say again. Even if your hands are shaking,
Even if your hands are shaking,
and your faith is broken,
and your faith is broken,
even as your eyes are closing,
even when your eyes are closing,
do it with a heart wide open. Say what you need to say. 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 Say what you need to. Say what you need to. Say what you need to say. 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 Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you? Good. I'm good. I know you're going to ask. I'm good. I have to tell you, there is no more amusing thing for me than to get a call or an email from Spiritual Life Center asking me to speak or do something or participate in something, because it always offers me a fascinating opportunity to do something that I never would have thought of on my own. This time, the email said, "We want you to come and speak for our series called Grow Up." I kept looking at the email to see if there were other recipients there. This can't be. They meant somebody else. But I was the only name on there. And it's ironic because there is an old joke in radio about a guy in New York City named Dan Ingram. He was on the air forever. He was a long-time radio guy. And the story goes that one day one of his fans called him and said, "Dan, when I grow up, I want to be in radio." And Dan said, "You can't do both." So that's what made this invitation to speak today so interesting and a fascinating opportunity. And so I said, okay, I'll do that. Of course I'll do that. And then, this happens with congregations all the time. 2 minutes after they invite you, they say, "By the way, what will you be talking about?" I didn't know I was even going to be there. So I thought, well, maybe if I come up with a clever title, that'll settle things for a few minutes. So, okay, here's the title. Stand up, speak up, grow up. And that was the 1st of May, and I thought, well, I have 3 months to figure out what that means. But it became very clear to me very quickly that there is no better time than now to stand up and speak up and grow up. And it was interesting that Heather pointed out that we met a little over 15 years ago, because 15 years ago, I was at a public radio conference in Austin. Because who doesn't love to go to a place that is hot and sweltering and really humid in the middle of summer? So public radio people, well, we're public radio people, so we don't have a big budget. So we go where the prices for the hotels are good, and sometimes that means Austin in the middle of summer. The keynote address was from Ann Richards that year. Ann Richards was governor of Texas with the best motto, "If we rest, we rust." Love that. If we rest, we rust. And she totally lived it. She was Texas all the way. Big hair, big mouth, by her own admission. She rose up from the ashes of alcohol rehab and a divorce, and she redefined class. She found her way into that old boys network in Texas, imagine, and she earned their respect. Well, 15 years ago, when I was at that conference, I was not a spiritual person at all. I was asking a lot of questions about my life and my purpose, and if I even had any. Because shortly before that, I had been in D.C. on September 11th on my way to the Pentagon. And I knew from that experience there was something I was meant to do, but I hadn't a clue 15 years ago what it was going to be. And then just a couple of months before I went to Austin, my partner died. So I was in that lovely capital city, just kind of wandering aimlessly, just sort of stunned by life in general. But when I heard Ann Richards was going to speak, I thought, I want to hear what she has to say. This was a group of about 450 public radio people. So there were a lot of people who wanted to hear what she had to say. And Ann Richards said to us, I wish I could do this in a really good Texas accent, but I can't, so you can imagine that part of it. She said, "I know you work in the media. I know you can not take part in politics, but I also know that there is always something you can do. And I challenge you to find it." She said, you can join the League of Women Voters. She specifically named that organization. She said, you can drive people to the polls to vote. She said, you can make sure that the people around you, knowing that they were public radio people, tend to be around us, you can encourage them to be activists. So that is why I am here. I'm here to make sure that you are prepared to do the work that you can and should and are not limited by the nature of your job to do. Because I keep hearing from people, I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on out there. I don't like what's going on in my community. I don't like what's going on in the country. I don't like what's going on in the world. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Have you said that? Of course there's something we can do about it. It's the importance of finding your purpose, to stand up and speak up and grow up. Up is the key word. Up to me means the infinite, heaven, the divine, the possibility, improvement. It's so big. And then you put the word stand in front of it. Sometimes you hear somebody say, I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, and they're really very rigid. But if you think about it, standing up means that you are centered and balanced and considered. Just that physical action of standing up, you organize and align your body, and your soul goes with it. You take into account what's important to you. You're willing to do something about it. Even if you don't know what it is you're going to do, the willingness starts as soon as you stand up. You can stand up to, and you can stand up with. You can stand up to unkindness. You can stand up to abuse and disrespect. You can stand up to a situation you disagree with. You can stand up to disease and say, not in my body, no way. And you can stand up with people. That's what Me Too and Black Lives Matter movements are about. People standing with each other. You can stand up with courage. You can stand up with conviction. You can stand up in ways that you might not ever have thought of. Do you contribute to nonprofits? Do you own stock? Look closely at who those companies are, at who those nonprofits are. And I have heard people say that they don't want to contribute to a big national nonprofit organization because the executive director makes a lot of money. A person's income has nothing to do with their integrity. It has nothing to do with how they treat other people. Standing up includes how you bring money into your life and how you give it out. So it's worth taking another look at that. If there is a cause that you want to be a part of, that you want to stand up for or with or to, ask the 5 W's that we ask in journalism. When will you stand up? Who will you stand with? Why are you getting involved? Where is the best place for you to fulfill your purpose? What can you do to make a difference? And what if you do nothing? Can you live with that? Speak up. Well, we tell our kids that all the time, right? Use your words. Speak up. It's how we connect with people. It's how we communicate. It's how we express ourselves and say who we are. And it usually has a lot to do with truth and thoughtfulness. There is also an element of speaking up that has to do with not using certain words. And I have a couple of examples for you. One is from my family, a family with a very biting sense of humor. That was their way of getting through their own situation, and they passed it on generation after generation, and so we didn't think much of it. And then I realized that there's something very dangerous about a biting sense of humor. There's something very cruel about sarcasm. Sarcasm's almost always aiming at someone. There's almost always somebody who's going to feel bad because of sarcasm, and it's not necessary. So when you speak up, you can do it with a sense of humor that doesn't hurt anyone. The other example about what words not to use has to do with medicine. And you can appreciate this being in a New Thought congregation because you know how important words and thoughts are to your health and to your well-being. Think about these places that I'm going to name for you and picture them in your head. Children's Hospital, Pet Hospital, Heart Center. You can picture a big building patients in there to be treated, a lot of medical professionals doing the best they can for those patients to make sure that the children are healthy, that the pets are healthy, that your cardiac and pulmonary needs are being met, right? You can tell by the nature of the words that are used for the center who is the focus. Children's Hospital, Pet Hospital, Heart Center, and then Cancer Center. The focus is on the wrong thing. The focus is on the disease. The focus isn't on the patient at all. What if places like that were renamed? Maybe you're not in the position to rename that building or that organization, but you are in the position to speak up about that. And you are in the position to speak up about your own health and rename the things that are important to your health. You hear people all the time talking about my cancer or my arthritis. Why would you own that? Rephrase what you do so that it is in your health's best interest. Use your words for the highest outcome. It's a way to speak up. I used to work with somebody in the newsroom who said our words are our currency. And that's true for reporters. It's true for journalists. It's also true for everybody. The way we use our words is important. Words have power. When you speak up, do your words put out fires or do they add fuel? What is your presence? How do you present yourself? Do you fulfill your purpose by speaking? Do you fulfill your purpose by listening, by being quiet? They're both pretty important. And instead of just having words that are in the now, do the words that you use in conversation, in expressing yourself, do they ask the question, what's next? Where are we going? What will we do? Use your words, spend them wisely because they represent who you are and other people are listening. If you want to use your words for social justice purposes, you could work with the League of Women Voters, as Ann Richards suggested. The League of Women Voters, by the way, is open to all genders. You could work with a group that has started up more recently around our country and in our community called Better Angels. You could speak up for a principle rather than for a politician or a candidate. Because if you're speaking up for a principle, you are extending beyond the current situation. You're saying what is important is what's next. So you can speak up for a principle and put your energy into something that lasts beyond the next election. Although I hear the next election might be important. When I was ordained, Reverend Dave Lyman said, I can't wait to hear how you use your voice. That was 10 years ago. I'm still finding it. And I hope I never stop finding it, because that's the transition from speak up to grow up. What's the one thing we say about people who we see as being grown up? We say, oh, they're so wise. They have wisdom. How old do you have to get before you get that? Not a day older, because you are wise now. You just have to find it in yourself to live in a way that shines with that wisdom. We have it. It's just a matter of accepting it in a conscious way, loving ourselves. I can't tell you to go out and find your wisdom, but I love to watch the glow on people's faces when they realize they have it, when they realize they really are wise. And it's a continuing path. It's not something that just poof happens one day. It keeps going, and we keep discovering, and we keep getting wiser and wiser at a different level all the time. Now, how all of this fits into transformation is interesting. Transformation, I came up with that name, but transformation is a process that's based on persuasion theory. I've been studying, a student of and teaching persuasion theory for more than 30 years. it's a lot older than that. It's been around for a long time. At its worst, persuasion theory is what's used in advertising to get you to buy something that you don't really want or need. But at its best, persuasion theory is all the good stuff I've been talking about. It's allowing, it's reaching higher up. It's about being inspired. It's about inspiring other people. It's doing and saying the right thing, and it's about listening too. It's about putting your wisdom to good use and doing it for all the right reasons. There are 5 steps in persuasion theory, 5 elements. And this is right out of the textbook. First, determine the need. Find the void. Establish what will fill the void. Realize that you have access to something powerful and take action. That's right out of the textbook, but it answers a lot of life's big questions. Questions like, what can I do for my community? Find the void, fill the void, take action. What are the values I share with my family and friends? How do I maximize my health? How do I find balance? Fill the void, take action. How can I do my best at work? How can I do my best in retirement? Find the void, realize you have something powerful, and take action. And then how can I navigate current politics? Big questions that we have to answer every day. And as soon as you ask those questions, you're ready to hear the answers. You're ready. They're right there in front of you. But before you can do anything about them, you have to let go of some stuff. You have to release some stuff. And I'm not talking about Marie Kondo walking into somebody's house and emptying out the closet and rearranging the towels. You can let go of sarcasm. You can let go of blaming other people. You can let go of the behaviors that aren't working for you. When I first started the transformation groups a number of years ago, Reverend Lahre Shiflet still was here. And I told him about the release element of transformation. And he said, what if somebody in your class decides that they should release their spouse? What if they want to get a divorce? Well, it did happen. It did happen. There was one year where we had somebody who got divorced. There was another group in another year with a woman who was ready to make her transition out of this life, and she knew it. And she learned transformation as a way to release that and be ready. And she passed a couple of months later. It was a powerful exercise for us, and after that, careers and retirement were not that important. After you have released, then you are open to take in something new. And you might be surprised. It might not be what you thought you were going to get. It might not be what you think you want at all. I didn't think I'd be standing up here in front of you. Part of this process, too, involves reflection. It involves listening to what Spirit is saying. It involves listening and saying yes. Because we ask God for a lot of stuff. We ask, God, give me a sign. I would appreciate it. What is it I'm supposed to be doing with my life? Please show me what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And it plops right down in front of you, and there's lightning over here, and there's thunder over here. And what do you say? You say, oh, that is not what I had in mind, God. Could you send me another sign? Come on, God. So we have to train ourselves to listen and say yes. And it is always good to listen before you speak up. And then the biggest part of growing up is just taking authentic action. And that goes way beyond current politics. There are some people who get politically involved, but there are other people who have learned transformation, who have started companies and nonprofit organizations. They have created art. They have organized conferences. They have gotten divorced. They've gotten married. 2 passed. and other ones decided that they really wanted to live. At least 5 of us went into ministry. And boy, were we surprised. But whatever you do, the thing to remember is that purpose is not about you. It's about the impact that you have, the impact that we all have on each other. Just make sure it's a conscious effort. I have a friend who says that marriage is a conscious decision she makes every day. That's fabulous, but everything should be a conscious decision we make every day. And we can. So stand up for what you believe in, because nobody else can do it like you, and nobody else is going to do it for you. Speak up. Your words are your currency. Use them for your own health, for other people, to represent, to express who you are, and grow up. That's the part where we all sit up just a little bit straighter. That's when we really understand how our energy affects the people sitting next to us and the people on the other side of the world. That's where social justice lives. That's when we find that little piece of ourselves that we've always wanted to find. And that's when we fall in love with ourselves. That's when we find our wisdom. And it's how we answer the big questions in life. I can't give you the answers to life's big questions, but I will speak up. I will stand up with you when you find your answers. And as Reverend Dave said, I can't wait to hear how you use your voice. So now I've done what Ann Richards charged me with 15 years ago in Austin, and now it's time for you to do it. It's time for you to understand your purpose, to know it, and to live it, and to make sure that you are ready to pass it on to the next person. And so it is.
It is such an honor to share the platform with you, Reverend Donna. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember, you can still sign up for her class. The book comes with the class, but if for some reason you can't make the class, you can still buy the book. And you can still come to the class. If you're not going to make all 5, you can still register and come to it for that. I think I covered all of it, didn't I? Okay. And Reverend James will be back next week, and he will be talking about spiritual wealth. Can you handle it? Yes. Yeah, we can. And speaking of spiritual wealth, we also have our love offering that we just open our hearts and our minds and our souls to the idea of giving and receiving and keeping everything in circulation in such a beautiful and amazing way. And so let us share our offering blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath the skin. Kept on the inside with no sunshine, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you need to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say you'll be brave, what you wanna say and let the words fall out. just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, fallen from the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run. Stop holding your breath. Maybe there's a way out of this cage that you live. Maybe one of these days you will let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. In a sense, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell him the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you. Just wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. Stand on, grow up, speak up, show up. I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you.
Zowie. And so we bless these offerings knowing that they are given in love and gratitude, and we express our own love and gratitude for this continued and expanding circulation of love and light and joy. Amen.
Amen.
And let us join in saying our peace song.